Hey folks, Jamie Stokes from Roller Page Frank here. I wanted to talk about um, sold over asking signs. So I'm tired of seeing them. I know a bunch of other realtors who said, it's time to give those up. They're kind of outdated. It's very discouraging to buyers when, they're looking to buy a house and it's just sold over asking on every sign. Every rider is sold over asking. For the general public, you probably don't know this. It doesn't necessarily mean that the realtor did an outstanding job. The market was high, so naturally everything's going to sell over asking when we've got a shortage on housing, right? It also matters how you price your listings. If you don't price your listings properly, well, of course you're going to sell over asking. Again, if the house is worth uh, $900,000 and you list it at seven, well, yeah, you're going to get a sold over asking on that. The offers are going to come in and they know it's undervalued. Realtors aren't stupid. The general public's not stupid. So I think it's time to give up the sold over asking signs. It's just very discouraging. And us realtors, we all know that it's just, it's the market. I mean, I'm not going to say that you didn't do a good job. If the general public goes to do a for sale by owner, they're not going to get the same price as a realtor will for their house. I'll bet money on that. And the reason I say that is not because the public necessarily isn't talented or whatever, but they don't have the same resources as realtors do. There's a reason. I've told people this before. There's a reason why I spend thousands of dollars in fees to be able to access certain information, demographics, who you want to market to for that area, different things like that. The general public doesn't research that stuff when they sell their house. They just put a sign out front. And a lot of the time, the realtor is going to sell your house much faster. They've got private business pages to put them on, private groups, networking among realtors, MLS is key for that stuff. So I don't see the point in using sold over asking signs. I don't think it necessarily makes you look any better. Just about everything the past few years is sold over asking. We're only getting things now that are starting to sell at list price or, a little bit below list price. And new realtors, this is where your skills are going to have to come in. You guys are going to have to brush up on your skills here. You haven't been through a market. If you're new, you haven't been through a market where it's a buyer's market, so you're gonna have to learn how to price places properly and really work and negotiate deals here. So this is where your skills will shine if you're a good realtor. If not, that's not going to be the case. You're going to struggle a little bit probably. And seller expectations is another thing. The market's changing, and a lot of sellers, like there was an article that came out yesterday saying condo listings, I think it's for Toronto, but condo listings have the termination for condo listings, which means when you have a listing agreement with a realtor and they're selling your condominium in Toronto, there's lots of those. The listings for terminations, where they're canceling that and just taking the place off the market, has gone up by 643%. So that tells me that, sellers are still expecting prices from 6 months ago or whatever. They're not, maybe their realtor has not had a proper conversation with them in regards to seller expectations, what the market's like. There's no point in a realtor listing a property if they can't sell it, because we have to pay to advertise it. We're putting in time, probably showing it. We might be doing open houses or, pushing the listing out there to get it sold. So when it comes to the condos, and the market, things are really changing, and houses are kind of the same. I wouldn't say nearly to that percentage, but I'm seeing so many price reductions and so many sellers I don't think have been educated and really explained in detail what their expectations should be. If it's not, I always tell my clients, and I probably lose business because of this, if it doesn't make sense financially to sell your house, don't do it. Unless you need to sell your house, you have, debts or something else going on, if it doesn't make financial sense, why would you sell your place? Yeah, so let's stop using sold over asking signs. They're outdated. I almost think it's smug to use them. I don't want to offend anybody. If you want to do that, I'm not telling anybody how to run their business or anything, but it's discouraging for everybody. The general public, I doubt, really cares if it's sold over asking. They're not stupid. They're looking up the prices. I have people asking me all the time, "What would this sell for?" You can just Google in the address and it'll tell you what it sold for. So don't use sold over asking signs anymore. I think they're kind of tacky actually. So let's stop using those. It's now a buyer's market, and things are changing really quick. So let's price things properly. There has to be a point when I price a property. I priced it just probably depending on fixtures and things like that, what type of flooring it has, what kind of renovations. But I'll price it just a little bit under the last one that sold. That way it gives a little bit of wiggle room, and it's just about priced bang on for where we're at in the market right now. So pricing a house, if you price it too high, nobody's going to come and look at it because they can see what the comparables are. So they're not going to waste their time. That's why you're not getting any showings on your listing. Um, price it right from the start properly, and you'll get people coming to look at it. There's always people that need to buy. There's always people that need to sell. So price it properly for the market that we're in currently. Excuse me, not 6 months ago, and you have better success selling your listings. If you're looking to buy or sell, reach out to me. It's Jamie Stokes from Royal LePage Frank. My telephone number, my direct number, my cell phone is 289-927-5991. And my email is jamiestokesrealestate@gmail.com. Take care for now.